Hi, Professor Candido here, and welcome for a quick tutorial on how to be successful navigating in course content for weeks 3 and 4. So you land here on the welcome start here, and I just want to note that what you see in this video may slightly vary from what you're experiencing, but the content should be pretty much the same. Click on weekly course content, and you should see week 1, which we're well beyond at this point, week 2. If we click on week 2, you will see that we have something called a table of contents and a learning module. We have different topics here. You should navigate to the different topics by clicking here, here, or you could use this to advance. So this is like a table of contents. You can make it disappear. You can make it expand. So you have your navigation panel, your table of contents, and the individual learning modules. But I really want you to focus on weeks 3 and 4. So let's click here, and these are your table of contents. So you need to actually go through all 17 of these to be successful. You need to empower yourself to take ownership and look at the content here. But before we go any further, I want to bring to your attention, I actually send an email out to the class each week, and it should look something like this. At the top, I have a last week review telling you what you should do. I also highlight the videos that should help you in your learning. And remember, that's previous week review. And then followed by a new weekly course information. In this particular email, weeks 3 and 4 are actually joined together that span over 2 weeks. And I talk about previous assignments and sometimes any new assignments. And down here would be the videos I want you to watch. So let's come over here. So right here, we have the PowerPoints that come with the book. You can click on the next one, or you can use these keys to go forward or backwards. So what you need to do is go through these and look at the content. I suggest you maybe skip the PowerPoints for now for chapter 2 that come with the book. And let's advance. These are the keywords. These are the Python reserved words that you cannot use as variable names and have special meaning. You should open up the knowledge check data types. And it comes in a PowerPoint or PDF, depending on what your preference is. And in there, we introduce you to the topics of Python data types. And you can start the slideshow. And I go through and I introduce you to the different data types. And then I ask you a question. What would you use for the number of minutes in an hour, the number of students in the class? And if you advance, you will see the answer is an int, and with some explanation. So we go through this, I pose a question, I give you the reveal, and the idea is you build an understanding of what data type to use. Once you have mastered that, you then should move on to the next learning module, which is how to convert from user input to the Python data types that we just learned about in the previous step. And if you're not sure, go back here and review the PowerPoint again. You can advance through the conversions, then you advance through the arithmetic operators. And then whenever you see code sample, that is a piece of code that I give you an example. I have 2 programs here, and I also have videos that you should watch. Since we're not in a class together, it is up to you to take the responsibility to look at these videos and understand the lecture that I present to you. Then when you're done with that, we move on to the dog age. And I give 3 different ways of writing the same program, hopefully expanding your knowledge. And again, you need to be empowered to look at these videos. Then we go on to another code sample where I ask you to look at the different arithmetic. This is reinforcement to the knowledge check PowerPoint that was here. Each of these samples I give you, these code samples, build on data types, conversions, arithmetic, and then we get in the code. If you skip all these and go right to the video, you're going to miss some very important key concepts. Also, at times, I have code challenges. This is where I ask you to open up this sample program. Notice I'm using idle, so I'm going to save the file, and I'm going to download, open my download manager. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to say open with idle, and I don't see idle there. You could do PyCharm if you wanted to. So you can come down here and do IDLE, and I can patiently wait, and I can do File, Open, and I navigate to where I downloaded it, and there's flooring.5. So right here, I say, put the code here to do the input for both length and width. Then I ask you to put code here for the calculation and the scrap factor, etc. Once you've attempted that, which will build upon your learning modules that you will find here, I actually give you the solution to how to solve it. I strongly suggest you start here, and start at Python keywords, go down, look at my samples, then go to the code challenge. I do want to share this flooring solution is very similar to your assignment that you have to do completely on your own. So I'm going to go over to idle and we're going to open it up and take a look at it. I already have a video that goes over it. I'm just showing you how to open it up, and you can see how we went from the challenge to the solution. And right here, everything I asked you to do on your own, the answers will be provided. These are called name constants. This is how you do the input and you convert it to a float to store it. Here's how you do the calculation, and here's how you do the output. And notice formatting is very important. In the video for this solution, you will see how I detail how to do different types of formatting. So what I'm going to do is shut this down and strongly recommend that this is how you use a learning module. When you're done with the learning module, you should go to assignments, and you will see, you should have already installed Python. Here is the Python arithmetic and formatting knowledge check. You will probably be much more successful if you review the arithmetic and formatting PowerPoint knowledge check that's found here. And in case you want that available to you when you do this learning assessment, click here. It will open up that PowerPoint that is found in course documents, or I should say weekly course content, and then you can use it as a basis as you answer these questions. And here is a assessment on float and int calculation, again built upon the knowledge check PowerPoints that are under weekly course content. And again, to aid you, you click here. Notice I give you links to those PowerPoints to help you. I'm trying to help you be successful. So let's make sure you understand. After you look at the weekly course content for the week we're in, then you can come over and do the assignments. And if I have the link here, click on it, open it up, and you can use it while you answer your questions. I hope that helps.